In this video, we will discuss the third mode of asexual reproduction, that is spore formation. Spore formation is also known as sporulation. First, we'll discuss what are spores. Spores are small or tiny, microscopic reproductive units which are formed and possess a hard protective coat which protects the young one, which is to be born yet. So these are the small microscopic reproductive units which have a hard protective covering over it, that is known as spores. Some spores are motile in nature. Those type of spores are called zoospores. The bacterial spores, which are known as endospores, are the most resistant spores. That is, they resist maximum to the unfavorable conditions whensoever they occur. The example of the organism which we will discuss by the spore formation is rhizopus or bed mold, as well as mucor. The spores of bread mold are present in the air all the time. These spores are present in a small blob-like structure which lies over a filament and has a aerial nodule-like structures known as hyphae. These are known as hyphae. Hyphae is plural, bache. Hypha is singular. This stick-like structure, stalk-like structure known as filament, and over which there is a blob. What do you mean by blob, bache? Thali jaisi structure. There is a blob-like structure known as sporangium. They are multiple in number, and the plural of sporangium is sporangia. These sporangia or sporangium contain small, dark-colored, tiny reproductive units, and those are known as spores. After a particular time, the wall of the sporangia bursts. It becomes cracked open, and that is known as dehiscence of sporangia. Dehiscence means busting open. It opened up via bursting. Thakte hue open ho jata hai. And that will spread the spores. That will disperse the spores onto the various areas or nearby areas. Wheresoever that spores fall off, that spore produce or germinate to produce mycelium, and that's how a new organism is produced. That is the germination of spore. After germination, it will give rise to a young one. It will give rise to a new organism. So that's how the spore formation is an asexual mode of reproduction in which a single parent will give rise to a multiple number of organisms. And this is the first advantage of spore formation, that multiply very quickly. Or you can say the multiplication rate is high. Multiple organisms are produced as number of spores is quite high in an organism which produces by this method. Second, new areas. As we discussed, whensoever that sporangium's wall bursts, the spores are spread or dispersed into a large area. So spores of the new organism can be introduced to new areas or the farther places from that particular native area. So the spreading of organism occurs. As the dehiscence of sporangium will give rise to, or will disperse the spores up to a large area. So These are the two advantages. Along with that, third, clones. Morphologically and genetically identical organisms are known as clones. Asexual mode of reproduction will give rise to the formation of clones bachche. So that is the advantage. There is no change in the organisms. So that is the spore formation along with its advantages.